In New York City, video isn't just content, it's currency. From broadcasters and brands to content creators, sports teams, and financial giants. NAB Show New York brings everyone together to explore trends, talent, and tech shaping the future of storytelling. Well, here we are at the Facilis Technology stand here at NAB in New York. Jim, it's great to catch up. We last saw each other in Amsterdam at IBC, but you've been going now for 2 decades. What's the latest going on in your world?
Yeah, we've been servicing our customers' needs for over 20 years now. And what we're doing is all about connectivity and access. Of course, high-speed on-prem, high-performance shared storage, asset management, and remote access for remote editorial. And connectivity and access is really important. If you can't connect, you can't work. And so connection to your on-prem system from wherever you happen to be through a WAN link system, which is our direct connection over public IP to your server in your facility, encrypted and authorized by the workstation, so it's very secure. And then using our fast cache system, which is client-side caching, to further enhance the bandwidth and capability of that remote editorial system. So we're trying to avoid using the cloud where possible, because it does add complexity, it adds cost, and it adds some overhead to your workflow. And so we like the idea of people using the storage that they already own, accessing it, connecting to it wherever they happen to be, and working that way.
So that is so interesting, because so many other people at this show are all talking about cloud, but you're pulling back a little bit, I should say.
Well, certainly cloud has its place when it comes to some deep archive and, of course, backup or disaster recovery for off-prem storage. Yeah, that's important. And we integrate with cloud. We integrate with Wasabi. We sell it directly through our Object Cloud system. We also have LTO for on-prem, where people are moving some of their cloud assets back to on-prem because they're seeing the cost month to month being too much for them for things they really may not access in the near future. So cloud has its place. We just don't think it has its place in the daily workflow of editorial. And that's what we want to try to avoid by having WAN link and fast cache access to your system anytime from anywhere you want at high speed.
So what are you working on for the future?
Well, the future is going to bring more tools in terms of Ethernet connectivity. We're doing some work on dual port Ethernet connectivity, which is basically interleaving multiple Ethernet ports. That's important because a lot of people have legacy networks of 1 gig or 10 gig, and they're not moving up to the newer 25 and 100 gig networks. So we think it's important to be able to utilize multiple ports on the client to enable faster speeds. We're also doing more in terms of application interoperability and compatibility, and adding value to applications. Like just recently we had our Resolve workflow integration, a panel within Resolve that allows us to move any proxies we created into attached proxies in the Resolve workflow, markers and metadata moving into Resolve from the FastTracker interface, and we're doing that for Avid as well with their new SDK for their panel.
How important is collaboration and partnership when it comes to finding the solutions you are aspiring to?
Oh, certainly, we're not going to invent everything, so we like to talk to people who have interesting technologies. Strata, for example, is here in the booth with us, and we made an announcement just before IBC that we're partnering with Strata to enable people who have Facilis systems with a GPU upgrade to load the Strata agent and have access to their assets, their on-prem assets, through a web browser from anywhere without any additional setup on-prem. So this is very interesting because we're all about connectivity and access, and so just being able to access that media, for us, it's a great tool to have, and it's kind of a no-brainer, and the guys are really smart people that make this stuff, and so we're going to partner with them.
Yeah, you've got Strata and Facilis at the stand here. How's the show going? How is New York for you? Oh,
New York is our old backyard, so we see a lot of customers when we come here. We see a lot of people who know of us, from the large penetration into this New York market that we've had for decades now. And we think we know the market really well, and we know what they need. So we're going to be here to service their requirements for as long as they have them. And we're happy to see our customers and prospects at the show today.
Jim, great to catch up, as always.
Thank you very much.
Have
Thanks
a
for having me.
brilliant rest of show.
All right.